In a fiery interview on GB News, presenter Camilla Tominey took Labour's Paymaster General Nick Thomas-Symonds to task over what appears to be a major policy reversal regarding an EU-wide youth mobility scheme. The proposal, which could potentially open the UK to millions of young European migrants, has sparked outrage and confusion across the political spectrum, especially after earlier statements from both Thomas-Symonds and Prime Minister Keir Starmer categorically ruled it out. Tominey confronted Thomas-Symonds with direct quotes from September 2024, when both he and Starmer publicly denied any intentions of establishing such a programme. "You said, we have no plans for an EU-wide youth mobility scheme, and there will be no return to freedom of movement," she reminded him. "Now you have a plan for it. So, were you lying?" The Labour minister pushed back, claiming there had been no deception. "We would be open to sensible EU proposals," he said, adding that any agreement would need to align with the government's recent white paper on migration, which aims to reduce net migration. He emphasised, there will be no return to freedom of movement. However, Tominey was not convinced. "But it is a form of free movement, isn't it?" she asked. "You ruled it out just months ago, and now you're calling it smart and controlled." She argued that allowing European students and young people to live and work in the UK resembled the very kind of open border policy the Labour Party had previously rejected. Thomas-Symonds countered by noting that Britain already has 13 similar youth mobility agreements in place with countries like Uruguay, which do not equate to freedom of movement. "Nobody suggests we've got freedom of movement with Uruguay," he stated. "This scheme will be smart and limited, offering British youth similar opportunities abroad." The exchange came just days after Labour released its new migration policy, which includes stricter requirements for immigrants. Under the updated guidelines, individuals must now reside in the UK for 10 years, up from 5, before applying for indefinite leave to remain or citizenship. There are some exceptions for those who make significant economic or societal contributions. Despite reassurances, backlash continues to mount, with critics accusing the Labour government of performing a U-turn that undermines its credibility on migration and Brexit. With tensions rising ahead of key talks with European leaders, Labour's stance on migration remains under intense scrutiny.